I just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
We got this.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Right 52, right 50. Not 10. Middle. Watch the screen.
Check the backer, check the backer. Shift.
Check 26, check 26. Hey. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Alert. Smooth.
Big gas. Watch the edge. Motion.
Now Allen, eluding the pressure right. Finds his tight end Ingram. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Hey, orbit. 52. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Allen from the gun on third down. Man open, it's Moss, complete. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Wahoo! Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Come to my world.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Kevin Green in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, here we go. Pass 85, pass 85. Hey, tight. Say. Undercrunch. 49, check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen being checked. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with a timeout, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Young on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey.
Yeah. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Young under pressure, and they got to him again. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young rolling to his right and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And two stop.
Slam.
Bam. Hey, Charlie.
Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Leo.
Hey, watch that. Check.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Mike.
Brown 80.
Pass. Where's 52? Watch the.
Hey, echo.
Choose the Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey, Mike 50 together.
Allen now on 1st down. And it's caught. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, 49ers 0.
Here we go.
Hey, Delta.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
36.
Hey, home.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got tight right there.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50.
Young now. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Go. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, 49.
Like we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
On the double. Drop.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Second down and goal. Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. This is Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, wahoo!
Whip.
And here's Allen to throw again. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Oh, yeah. And here we go, Tim.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hurry, hurry. 26 mark. Got double. 80 weapons. Shoot.
Mostert. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, high 7. 52,
Allen going to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, box drop. 53, Mike, 53. Yeah, you don't want none. Mike, 53, Mike. I got you, son. I got you.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Gets this one to use check. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they just get the play off. Now Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold. Show it up. Check. Crunch. Kill.
Look at me. Zipper.
He's coming in motion.
Five.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Watch tight end.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Give me that ball, please, man. Give me that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
Give me that ball.
Hey. Leo. Go out.
Dude. Tighten up.
Hey, seam 6.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Check 15.
Go.
Check.
Hey, echo.
Check.
Get it.
Final play of the half, Young. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it?
Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On the ready.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Kill.
6-6. Bullet hot.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike.
To throw, Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, Alpha, 8, read. 26 Mike. Look at me. Score. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
On the Seahawks 17-yard
Hey,
line.
hey, lock it.
Check 4.
Hey, exit.
Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Yep.
I got him. On me.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Kill. Charlie, 64, win.
From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Bravo.
Check. 53's Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Look out.
On first down, Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
56, 56. 6-3. 218, chop. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
53, Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Topper. Regular. 5.
Be ready.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Willis. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Mike.
Now.
50.
Be careful. Be careful.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. He'll look to throw. Man open, Rice. 18 yards, first down Niners. Young now. 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey, Delta.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Allen. He's going to go for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly